New York City, often called simply New York, is the most populous city in the United States, with an estimated 2019 population of 8.3 million people distributed over about 302.6 square miles. New York City is also the most densely populated major city in the United States, located at the southern tip of the state of New York. The city is the center of the New York metropolitan area, the largest metropolitan area in the world by urban landmass, with almost 20 million people in its metropolitan statistical area and approximately 23 million in its combined statistical area. It is one of the world's most populous megacities. New York City has been described as the cultural, financial, and media capital of the world, significantly influencing commerce, entertainment, research, technology, education, politics, tourism, art, fashion, and sports. Home to the headquarters of the United Nations, New York is an important center for international diplomacy. Situated on one of the world's largest natural harbors, New York City is composed of 5 boroughs, each of which is a county of the state of New York. The 5 boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island, were created when local governments were consolidated into a single city in 1898. The city and its metropolitan area constitute the premier gateway for legal immigration to the United States. As many as 800 languages are spoken in New York, making it the most linguistically diverse city in the world. New York is home to more than 3.2 million residents born outside the United States, the largest foreign-born population of any city in the world as of 2016. As of 2019, the New York metropolitan area is estimated to produce a gross metropolitan product of $2 trillion. If the New York metropolitan area were a sovereign state, it would have the 8th largest economy in the world. New York is home to the highest number of billionaires of any city in the world. New York City traces its origins to a trading post founded by colonists from the Dutch Republic in 1624 on Lower Manhattan. The post was named New Amsterdam in 1626. The city and its surroundings came under English control in 1664 and were renamed New York after King Charles II of England granted the lands to his brother, the Duke of York. The city was regained by the Dutch in July 1673 and was subsequently renamed New Orange for 1 year and 3 months. The city has been continuously named New York since November 1674. New York City was the capital of the United States from 1785 until 1790 and has been the largest U.S. city since 1790. The Statue of Liberty greeted millions of immigrants as they came to the U.S. by ship in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, and is a symbol of the U.S. and its ideals of liberty and peace. In the 21st century, New York has emerged as a global node of creativity, entrepreneurship, and environmental sustainability, and as a symbol of freedom and cultural diversity. In 2019, New York was voted the greatest city in the world per a survey of over 30,000 people from 48 cities worldwide, citing its cultural diversity. Many districts and landmarks in New York City are well known, including 3 of the world's 10 most visited tourist attractions in 2013. A record 62.8 million tourists visited New York City in 2017. Times Square is the brightly illuminated hub of the Broadway theater district, one of the world's busiest pedestrian intersections, and a major center of the world's entertainment industry. Many of the city's landmarks, skyscrapers, and parks are known around the world. Manhattan's real estate market is among the most expensive in the world, providing continuous 24/7 service and contributing to the nickname the city that never sleeps. The New York City subway is the largest single-operator rapid transit system worldwide, with 472 rail stations. The city has over 120 colleges and universities, including Columbia University, New York University, Rockefeller University, and the City University of New York system, which is the largest urban public university system in the United States. Anchored by Wall Street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan, New York City has been called both the world's leading financial center and the most financially powerful city in the world, and is home to the world's 2 largest stock exchanges by total market capitalization, the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. Hong Kong, officially the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, is a metropolitan area and special administrative region of the People's Republic of China on the eastern Pearl River Delta of the South China Sea, with over 7.5 million residents of various nationalities. In a 1,104 square kilometer territory, Hong Kong is one of the most densely populated places in the world. Hong Kong became a colony of the British Empire after the Qing Empire ceded Hong Kong Island at the end of the First Opium War in 1842. The colony expanded to the Kowloon Peninsula in 1860 after the Second Opium War, and was further extended when Britain obtained a 99-year lease of the new territories in 1898. The whole territory was transferred to China in 1997 as a special administrative region. Hong Kong maintains separate governing and economic systems from that of mainland China under the principle of one country, two systems. Originally a sparsely populated area of farming and fishing villages, the territory has become one of the world's most significant financial centers and commercial ports. It is the world's 10th largest exporter and 9th largest importer. Hong Kong has a major capitalist service economy characterized by low taxation and free trade, and its currency, the Hong Kong dollar, is the 8th most traded currency in the world. Hong Kong is home to the second highest number of billionaires of any city in the world, the highest number of billionaires of any city in Asia, and the largest concentration of ultra-high net worth individuals of any city in the world. Although the city has one of the highest per capita incomes, severe income inequality exists, as well as a growing housing affordability and shortage crisis among the population. Hong Kong is a highly developed territory and ranks 4th on the UN Human Development Index. The city has the largest number of skyscrapers of any city in the world, and its residents have some of the highest life expectancies in the world. The dense space led to a developed transportation network with public transport rates exceeding 90%. Hong Kong has a capitalist mixed service economy characterized by low taxation, minimal government market intervention, and an established international financial market. It is the world's 35th largest economy, with a nominal GDP of approximately $373 billion. Although Hong Kong's economy has ranked at the top of the Heritage Foundation's Economic Freedom Index since 1995, the territory has a relatively high level of income disparity. The Hong Kong Stock Exchange is the 7th largest in the world, with a market capitalization of $3.87 trillion as of December 2018. Hong Kong is the 10th largest trading entity in exports and imports, trading more goods in value than its gross domestic product. Over half of its cargo throughput consists of transshipments. Products from mainland China account for about 40% of that traffic. The city's location allowed it to establish a transportation and logistics infrastructure, which includes the world's 7th busiest container port and the busiest airport for international cargo. The territory's largest export markets are mainland China and the United States. Hong Kong is part of the Maritime Silk Road that runs from the Chinese coast via the Suez Canal to the Mediterranean, there to the upper Adriatic region of Trieste with its rail connections to Central and Eastern Europe. The Census and Statistics Department estimated Hong Kong's population at 7.5 million in mid-2019. The overwhelming majority, 92%, is Han Chinese, most of whom are Taishanese, Teochew, Hakka, and a number of other Cantonese peoples. The remaining 8% are non-ethnic Chinese minorities, primarily Filipinos, Indonesians, and South Asians. About half the population have some form of British nationality, a legacy of colonial rule. 3.4 million residents have British national overseas status, and 260,000 British citizens live in the territory. The vast majority also hold Chinese nationality, automatically granted to all ethnic Chinese residents at the transfer of sovereignty. Headline population density of about 6,800 people per square kilometer does not reflect true densities, since only 6.9% of land is residential. The residential average population density calculates closer to a highly cramped 100,000 people per square kilometer.